What is up, fellow nerds, and welcome back to the Dapper Snapper Gaming channel. Now, today we are going to be covering Stonjourner. He is a really cool new Pokemon to be added into Sword and Shield, and I want to talk about him. But before we start, I wanted to say thank you guys to the support on the series that I did yesterday. I put out 4 episodes all at once, and that is the entire series. And if you haven't seen that, I will put it in the iCard up above. But basically, what it is it is a beginner's guide to just how to put competitive Pokemon into your game, how to create it in Showdown, like what you're seeing right now, and how to use other tools in order to put it into your game from start to finish, from going and catching them in a raid if you need a hidden ability, how egg moves work, why we actually breed, and that sort of thing. It is a full guide. It also teaches you how to make money in the game, how to get a lot of watts. It covers a lot of different things. So if you are interested in that, make sure to go and watch those videos. Anyway, so we are going to be talking about the Rocky Boy today. He's basically new Regirock, same typing and similar stats, I guess, but very different as far as his role, though. So we're going to talk about all of that today. So let's look at his stats first. We've got base 100 HP. That's pretty good. Base 125 attack. Also pretty good. Defense at 135. That's pretty good. Base 20 special attack. Base 20 special defense. That's awful. And then 70 speed. A lot higher than you would expect, honestly, especially for him just being a standing pile of rocks. Base 70 speed is actually not bad, and so we are actually going to be using that on a couple of these sets. But this first set we're going to look at is a Stealth Rock set. Now, you could use this set a little differently, and I'm going to go over how you can use it a little differently. But right here I have the physically defensive set, with Stealth Rock, Stone Edge, Earthquake, and Heat Crash. Heat Crash is another new move. It's a fire type move that works a lot like Heavy Slam, so it's based on how heavy the Pokemon is, and Stonjourner is very heavy. So that move is going to do a lot of damage and gives him some fire type coverage. And you could always switch that out for Heavy Slam as well, if you would rather have steel type coverage. If your team struggles more against fairies, it would really punish things that would switch in, such as Sylveon. It would basically just knock that out in one hit if that is his switch in. Yeah, but this is a pretty decent set. Now, you could also change this to a Life Orb set very easily. This could be changed to a Life Orb set, and we can just change the EVs here to where we are using speed and attack. And there you go. This is also a viable set for the same moves. You just change the EVs around, and then he will use them a lot better. Now, so we're going to look at our next set here. Is going to be a Choice Banded set. Now, with 125 attack, that is nothing to scoff at. That hits hard. And so with these 4 moves, I think that these are his best moves to use together. It gives him the most coverage against the most things. Heat Crash prevents Ferrothorn from switching in. Otherwise, that would completely destroy him. Heavy Slam helps you take care of fairies. There's a lot of ways that this could do really well. Yeah, so also we didn't talk about his ability. The reason I did that is because basically this does absolutely nothing in singles. This is useful in doubles, but we don't really cover doubles a lot on this channel. I'm not really a VGC player, so I don't really have any sets to give you as far as that goes. But he does get access to things like Wide Guard, so I think he'll have a use in doubles, just not as a Stealth Rock setter or anything like that. I'm not sure what his role will be. Anyway, so yeah, this is a Choice Banded set. This is actually a pretty decent set for him, actually. Just with really good coverage. He's got a really diverse move pool, actually. So he gets Earthquake, he gets Facade, probably not going to use that. He gets Heavy Slam, he gets Rock Blast, Rock Polish. And even down here in some of these, Bulldoze to slow some things down. Body Press, his defense stat is actually higher than his attack. Yeah, so he's actually got a decent move pool overall. So now we're going to look at a Scarf set. It's almost the exact same set. It's the same moves. but we have a different EV spread. Now this EV spread is specifically to kill Cinderace. This makes you always faster than timid Cinderace, or not timid, Jolly Cinderace. So barring a Scarf, you will always be faster than him, and you will OHKO with Stone Edge every time. So he can switch. They can switch that in on this anytime they want, and you can just kill it. So that's really this thing's role. So if you see that on the opposing team, this is a great thing for that. So yeah, but it also does a lot of work. So I mean, obviously this thing is going to be blazing fast if it can outspeed a Cinderace. And you have a little bit of bulk in there too with the 56 HP EVs. And you're going to be hitting really hard with max attack. So I think this set's actually pretty cool. And it gives you a lot of options, actually. Obviously, these are still the best moves that you can have on it, in my opinion. And you can put in some work with this. Now, this set right here is the Rock Polish set. I actually really think this set actually has some use too. Not that you can do a ton of damage to it. You could also run Brutal Swing here, but this actually is meant to be faster than a Dragapult. With this moveset, you are actually, after a Rock Polish, you will always outspeed a timid Dragapult, barring Scarf, obviously. And so for this set, you could run Brutal Swing, just to give you a super effective hit. But it would also be good to have some damage off on this prior, because you don't want to take a Specs hit from that, otherwise you will go down immediately. But yeah, so if you have some damage off, so this would be really good with hazards, with just weakening down that Dragapult. You could actually put in some work here. Stone Edge is still going to hurt a lot. So now we have a Curse Rest set. Now this is a pretty familiar set with things such as Snorlax, but this it's a little different, running Body Press instead. We are boosting our defense, and so Body Press is going to be doing a ton of damage. Now obviously you're not going to be able to hit ghosts, so you need to make sure that you take out the appropriate counters prior, but this set can actually put in some awesome work, as long as you aren't being hit on the special side. I don't really need to explain the EVs or anything. You're going to be doing a lot of damage. We can put that here since we're not really actually using our attack stat. Yeah, but Curse making you slower, that's fine. As long as they're hitting you on the physical side, you are totally good. Alright, for the meme set, we always have to include a meme. So what this is a substitute Wonder Room set. Now, Wonder Room, you're probably wondering what that is because you never use it. Defense and special defense stats switch. So basically what you do here is you bring this in on a physical attacker who wants to do damage to you, and you have two choices. You can either go for the substitute and then go for the Wonder Room, or you can just straight go for the Wonder Room on their switch in. And so the special attacker that's coming in to try to kill you, well, now it can't, because you now have Wonder Room plus lefties. It's going to be doing significantly less damage, and so that's why substitute, I think, is useful, because then that gives you an extra hit if they try to hit you on the special side, or if they switch again, then that gives you a free chance to put Wonder Room back up, to switch it back to normal. And then Stone Edge and Heavy Slam just for coverage. You can obviously change those as you need. But yeah, that is going to be our guide on Stonjourner. He's a really cool mon. The 70 speed is what just blows my mind, being a pile of rocks, being able to move that fast. It's really not a bad mon at all, I don't think. And I really think that it'll have a place in the UU or the RU tier. I really don't see something with these kind of stats going much lower. But yeah, so that is going to be it for today's guide. I hope you go out and breed you a Stonjourner and use him in some Wi-Fi battles. I would love to see that. So coming up on the channel, we will have a Wi-Fi battle up soon. I've been working to get a team in game. I am very, very close. I have 5 of the 6 done, and once I get that 6th one up, I will have a Wi-Fi battle for you guys. So thank you guys so much for watching, and make sure to stick around for later videos. Make sure to subscribe so that you see all the guides and all the videos, and I will see you guys tomorrow. So until then, bye-bye.